UniZulu. Thank you, Prof. So our next speaker is going to be Prof. Naidu, our Deputy Dean for Research. He is unfortunately not here with us, but he has sent a video to welcome you all to the conference. Thank you. Which I'm going to share now.
From that university. Esteemed guests, participants, and attendees, it is my pleasure to welcome you all on behalf of the University of Zululand in the Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences. A special welcome to Dr. Masood from the University of Namibia and all the colleagues that are joining us from that university. This conference is themed Ethics for Justice. This conference is themed Ethics and Justice for a Sustainable World. This conference is in a collaboration with both the University of Zululand as well as the University of Namibia. We are currently amid a technological revolution, and with groundbreaking developments occurring in fields like artificial intelligence, machine learning, and humanoid robots. These innovations have great promise, but they also come with serious ethical concerns and questions concerning problems of fairness, equity, and responsibility. As such, the conference is vital as a forum for a multidisciplinary discussion on the moral and the legal ramifications of the current state of technology and ethics in general. Scholars and researchers and practitioners from a variety of fields have gathered in this conference to deliberate on such matters, which is vital to the theme of this conference, which is Ethics and Justice for our world. It is important for us to continue to engage in these robust discussions. The conference debates and introspections and will help us to have a better understanding of how ethics play such a vital role within the context of society. It is important for us in this conference to set the mark of discussions and ensure that we are able to deliberate on matters that will give us salient points which we can further develop into policy and further take it into a practical application in general for all concerned. Whilst the world is technologically advancing, we need to ensure that we keep abreast with this innovative phenomenon of artificial intelligence and any other aspect that comes to interfere with the everyday life. So once again, I would like to say thank you for participating, thank you for being the presenters, and I'm looking forward for a robust discussion and everything that happens. And as I will continue with my presentation, I do believe my points will lead to a more engaged, robust discussion that comes from the variety of speakers that are lined up for this conference. Once again, welcome. This morning I wanted to speak to you about digital communication, the ethical implications of artificial intelligence as a new disruptor in higher education. Artificial intelligence has been used in a variety of ways in the past. However, artificial intelligence may have not been so visible or experienced in the way we are experiencing it today. I do believe that artificial intelligence was somewhat limited in the way it was operating. Now that it has an environment that is conducive, It is like an oxygen because we have the speeds that artificial intelligence requires so that it can thrive. And with this ability, it is able to engage information at an alarming speed and to be able to give feedback almost seamlessly. And this is something that we need to understand that is going to be a major part of every segment of society. And therefore, we need to understand that although AI has been around in the variety of ways, like software editing, most of us would be familiar with Adobe, Photoshop. We find people going and placing themselves in some very interesting backgrounds. All of that was a part of artificial intelligence, as well as how it can manipulate sounds and video, has also been something that many media outlets or media houses have been using. However, in the way it was used was quite limited. So what are the benefits of AI in higher education? Whilst there is a variety of benefits, there's also the notion or the belief that AI is somewhat a very dangerous component to deal with. Whilst AI is a disruptor does not necessarily mean negative. It all depends how it is used and in the manner it is used. And therefore, this conference, we're focusing on the ethical side of artificial intelligence. So whilst there are many benefits, I would like to just point out just a few, in fact, 3 of them. And the first one that I would like to talk about is the efficiency and productivity of AI. You see, AI can make universities much more efficient and productive. Lecturers can use AI to automate many administrative tasks such as scheduling, marking of scripts, and even data management. This will then give the lecturer more time for research and for teaching. This can also lower cost and make education better all round. For example, there are many chatbots that are AI enabled, and when students use these chatbots, it is able to give them a quick turnaround answers on some complex and even on some simple questions. AI algorithms can take a whole lot of data from students and it can analyze it in real time, saving a lot of time. And in the same token, it is able to also portray which areas of the curriculum needs to be improved so that learning can be enhanced for the betterment of the student. Now, when I look at the second aspect of improved learning experience, AI also can make it easier for students to learn. With the ability of collecting, analyzing large amounts of data in real time, it allows the student to be able to apply this data in an effective way in expressing and knowing exactly what the possibilities, and is able to even forecast some of the issues that may occur if certain things are not attended to, especially when it comes to the analyzing of data. AI can help figure out where a student might have trouble and how it can give out a kind of a improvement plan so that it could be adapted to the student's needs. AI-powered learning platforms can also change to fit the learning style of the student. Not every student is at the same level or at the same pace. So AI is able to be adapted in such a manner that will allow personalized environment and interaction with AI so that the student will be able to be comfortable and learning can take place rapidly. I think it's important for us to also understand that in my third point, which speaks about the personalized learning, AI can make learning experience more personal by adapting the tools and materials for each student. This includes recommended specific readings, interactive simulations, and even customizing study plans that will allow the student to achieve his or her goals at the end of the day. This can assist in, to allow students to be able to acquire knowledge at their own pace, and they can also look at various ways of engaging AI to get certain information that is in particular interest to them, rather than a one-size-fits-all kind of thing. So what are the ethical issues surrounding the use of AI in higher education? There are quite a number of them that to be considered. Again, for the sake of time, I would like to just allude to three aspects. The first being data privacy and security. One of the examples that AI can be used in proctoring software in online examinations. While this technology can help prevent cheating, it also raises concerns about the privacy of students, personal information, and the potential for bias in the software algorithms. However, privacy concerns can be addressed through proper data protection policies, and bias can be minimized through careful algorithm development and testing. The second ethical issue to be considered is accountability. It is important to consider the potential ethical challenges of AI in education, particularly regarding prejudice and bias. It is necessary to monitor and evaluate AI systems, as well as to take preventative actions to address any risks. You see, grading or marking systems powered by AI could lead to bias and discrimination, but this can be alleviated by including human oversight and testing of the AI system on a regular basis. The third aspect I want to highlight is bias and discrimination. AI in higher education should be used in a fair and impartial manner to prevent biases and discrimination. Organizations should consider integrating human oversight and testing AI systems to detect and eliminate any biases. The implementation of AI being ethical. You know, when we look at this, I've come across SEO and WAG 2020 provides this framework, and they have indicated 9 such areas that needs to be taken into consideration. In my previous slide, I have alluded to 3 of them, which is highlighted in green. It's important for us to take this into consideration, and in taking this into consideration, we need to be looking at it from an ethical aspect for AI, and so that when that is engaged and applied, then we can get an ethical AI operation. So it's important for us to take all such points into consideration, because at the end of the day, it is our responsibility to ensure that AI is regulated and AI does not regulate us. So what are some of the guidelines for AI in higher education? Well, there's quite a few of them, and I would just want to touch on a few of them. And I want to say that, you know, we must ensure ethical and responsible use of artificial intelligence. And it should be developed and utilized in accordance to ethical principles and the respect of human dignity, privacy, autonomy, diversity. It also must promote openness and explainability. The decision-making process of AI systems should be transparent. Education AI should be created in a manner that is easily understood and explains decision-making rationale. AI should be utilized to assist learners in building skills and knowledge enhancing learning outcomes and customizing educational experiences to match the variety of needs and preferences. Education AI should promote collaborative and inclusive learning settings, enabling students from all backgrounds, talents, and demographics to productively collaborate with each other, even able to collaborate from a global perspective. It also should promote lifelong learning and adaptability. You see, AI should be able to provide learning experiences that allow students to develop skills, knowledge that are applicable to the variety of contexts and during the various stages of their lives. AI should facilitate and develop critical thinking and problem solving, enabling students to think creatively and discover novel solutions to complicated issues. I must say, AI is not something that can be used to replace human intelligence. The human intelligence must be able to use AI for its benefit and not the other way around. Well, colleagues, as I come to the end of this presentation, I'm very certain that the future of AI in higher education is something that's going to be here for a long time to come. AI in education is dynamic, and I do believe that everyone that's going to be presenting in this conference, whether it's purely on ethics or on the fourth industrial revolution or anything that is aligned with artificial intelligence, it is a vital area that we need to engage in. So once again, thank you for granting me the opportunity to present these few points of discussion.
Thank you to Prof. Naidu for his welcome and presentation. So up next, as part of the plenary for this morning, we're going to have Dr. Masood Nasso from the University of Namibia, who's the HOD of the Department of Philosophy.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome again to the first international conference co-organized by the University of Zululand, South Africa, and the University of Namibia. My name is Dr. Masood Nasso from the University of Namibia. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, it's an absolute honor for the University of Namibia to be among the hosts of this esteemed conference titled Ethics and Justice for a Sustainable World. At the University of Namibia, we deeply value the opportunity to be part of such significant gathering that focuses on the critical themes of ethics and justice in creating a sustainable future for all. We believe that addressing these issues is not only essential, but also our moral responsibility. As one of the hosts, we are committed to fostering an environment of intellectual exchange where experts and scholars from various fields come together to explore innovative solutions and engage in thought-provoking discussions. Together, we aim to delve into the intricacies of ethics and justice, seeking to develop a deeper understanding of how this principle can guide us toward a sustainable world that values the well-being of both present and future generations. Once again, we express our gratitude for the privilege to be among the hosts of this remarkable first conference of its kind. We look forward to the enlightening conversations, collaborative endeavors, and the collective efforts that will undoubtedly emerge from this gathering. Let us seize this opportunity to collectively contribute to the advancement of ethics and justice in building sustainable world that we can proudly pass on to the generations to come. But before we start, I would like to express our deepest gratitude to all the front and the behind the scene colleagues and friends who have dedicated their time and efforts to make this conference a reality. The strength of the team is each individual member, and the strength of each member is the team, as Phil Jackson said. Once again, thank you to the organizers, participants, and all those who contributed to the success of this conference in one way or the others. The conference titled Ethics and Justice for a Sustainable World. So I urge all of you to embark on this journey together and make a positive impact on our world. The first theme is called Ethics and Environmental Sustainability. To start, we're here to discuss the critical intersection between ethics and environmental sustainability. This topic has gained increasing importance worldwide as we recognize the urgent need to protect our planet for future generations. Now, in this thematic presentation that you'll be hearing, we will explore the ethical considerations associated with environmental sustainability and provide examples from Africa that highlight the challenges and the opportunities we face. With regards to ethics and governance for Southern African Development Community, SADC region, governance plays a vital role in achieving environmental sustainability. In the SADC region, ethical consideration must be at the forefront of governance practices. For instance, promoting transparency, accountability, and inclusivity in decision-making processes ensures that the needs of all stakeholders are considered. One inspiring example comes from Namibia, where the government implemented a comprehensive governance framework to protect its natural resources. By involving local communities in decision-making processes and recognizing their rights, Namibia successfully managed to conserve wildlife habitats while supporting sustainable tourism. With regards to ethics and human rights consideration, it seems that environmental sustainability should not come at the expense of human rights. We must ensure that our actions to protect the environment do not disproportionately affect vulnerable communities. Ethical consideration demand that we promote environmental justice and social equity. In Kenya, for example, the indigenous Maasai community face the risk of displacement due to conservation efforts in the Masai Mara region. However, through an ethically grounded approach, the government worked with the Maasai community to develop a sustainable land use plan that protects their rights while protecting the natural ecosystem. With regards to ethics and decolonization, decolonization involves examining power dynamics and challenging the unethical practices that have historically marginalized certain communities. In the context of environmental sustainability, we must ensure that colonial legacies are addressed and that all voices are heard in decision-making processes. South Africa's land reform initiative is an excellent example of integrating ethics, politics, and decolonization. By addressing historical injustices and redistributing land to previously disadvantaged communities, South Africa aims to achieve not only social equity but also sustainable land use. With regards to ethics in healthcare provision, environmental sustainability is closely linked to human health. Ethical consideration in healthcare provision include access to clean water, sanitation, and healthcare services. Additionally, we must address the ethical implication of emerging medical technologies in relation to the environment. In Ghana, for example, the use of environmentally friendly medical waste management practices has been implemented to minimize the impact on ecosystems and public health. By integrating ethical consideration into healthcare policies, Ghana is taking steps toward a more sustainable and responsible healthcare. And now enter philosophy, the link that inspires the dialogue between science and society. Philosophy provides the foundation for ethical considerations and facilitates the dialogue between scientific advancement and societal values. By incorporating a philosophical perspective into scientific research and policy development, we can ensure that technological progress aligns with ethical principles. Ubuntu, an African philosophy deeply rooted in the collective well-being and interconnectedness of individuals and communities, can play a significant role in shaping economic development of Africa. Here are a few ways in which Ubuntu can contribute. Social cohesion and collaboration. Ubuntu emphasizes the importance of unity, cooperation, and mutual support. By fostering a sense of togetherness and shared responsibility, Ubuntu can promote social togetherness and shared responsibility. Ubuntu can promote social cohesion within communities and across diverse groups. This cohesion can lead to stronger collaboration and collective action, which are crucial for economic development. Inclusive growth. Ubuntu emphasizes inclusivity, ensuring that no one is left behind. In the context of economic development, this philosophy can guide policies and practices that prioritize equitable distribution of resources, opportunities, and benefits. By focusing on inclusive growth, Ubuntu can help address socioeconomic disparities and create an environment where everyone can participate and contribute to the economy. Ethical business practices. Ubuntu emphasizes the importance of ethics, compassion, and respect for others. In the realm of business and entrepreneurship, embracing Ubuntu can lead to the adoption of ethical business practices. These include fair treatment of employees, responsible resource management, and consideration of the social and environmental impacts of economic activities. Ethical business practices contribute to sustainable economic development and foster trust within the business community. Social entrepreneurship. Ubuntu encourages individuals to identify and address the needs of their communities. This philosophy can inspire social entrepreneurship, where business venture driven by a desire to create positive social impact alongside financial success. Social entrepreneurship can lead to the development of innovative solutions to societal challenges, job creation, and economic empowerment at the grassroots level. Ubuntu as a brand. Ubuntu's values of compassion, community, and interconnectedness can be embraced as a unique selling point for African products and services. By promoting Ubuntu as a brand, Africa can differentiate itself in the global market, attracting consumers who value ethical and socially responsible businesses. Now, with regards to the theme titled Prospects and Challenges in Establishing National Bioethics Committee, it seems that establishing a National Bioethics Committee is a crucial step in addressing ethical consideration in scientific and technological advancement. These committees play a significant role in guiding ethical decision making, ensuring that the development and implementation of new technologies align with societal values and principles. Another interesting theme, which is titled Recent Developments in Ethics and AI by UNESCO, it seems that AI is rapidly transforming our world, bringing immense opportunities and challenges. UNESCO has been at the forefront of addressing the ethical implication of AI. They have developed guidelines and frameworks to ensure that AI is used responsibly, respects human rights, and contributes to sustainable development. In addition to policy and guideline development, UNESCO organizes workshop conferences and capacity building programs to raise awareness and foster dialogue on AI ethics. These initiatives aim to ensure that AI advancement are guided by ethical consideration and contribute positively to society. As the field of AI continues to evolve rapidly, UNESCO remains committed to staying at the forefront of ethical discussion and shaping policy to promote the responsible and inclusive development and the use of AI technologies. For example, in Rwanda, AI-driven drone technology has been employed to deliver medical supplies to remote areas, improving healthcare access. However, ethical considerations are essential to balance the benefit of AI with issues such as privacy, algorithmic bias, and the impact on employment. In conclusion, ethics and environmental sustainability are inseparable. It is our moral responsibility to protect the environment while respecting human rights, promoting social equity, and embracing ethical governance practices. By learning from inspiring examples in Africa and integrating ethics into our decision-making processes, we can forge a path toward a more sustainable and just future for all. Now I invite you to share your thoughts, ask questions, and engage in a meaningful discussion. Let's explore how we can collectively contribute to the ethical consideration and environmental sustainability efforts in the Southern African Development Community. Thank you for your attention today. Together, let's be the catalyst for change, leading by example and advocating for ethics and environmental sustainability. Should you have any further question or wish to continue the conversation, please feel free to reach out to me. Ethics is not
Thank you to Dr. Naso for his comprehensive opening remarks. And that, ladies and gentlemen, brings us to the end of our plenary. So up next, we are going to go into our breakaway sessions. So the system is going to ask you to choose, or you're going to have to choose the session that we will go to. You can. Yeah, and you can always shift between the two rooms. So we're having two parallel sessions, so you can always choose, but presenters are urged to go to the sessions where they will be presenting. So is there anything else, Prof, you want to add? Okay. So we're going to have a short break, tea break, and then from there, I think at around 20 past 10, we're going to resume with our breakaway sessions. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much.